Welcome back to the Rocket Sports Podcast on the Rocket Productions Network. I'm your host, Trent Chicadons. My good friend Connor Jackson will join me shortly, and our special guest, Paige Lake. If you have missed any episodes of the Rocket Sports Podcast, go find the Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or any place you listen to podcasts. All of our episodes are also on the Rocket Productions YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscriber button right now. Be sure to check out Rocket Productions on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's get into it. All right, Paige. So, varsity volleyball player right here.
Yep.
What's your guys'
Crazy.
record looking like so far?
Yeah.
We are 6-8.
6 and 8.
So
Ooh.
had a rough start, but we're doing a little better.
That's
Okay.
okay. Like, who do you guys lose to?
We just lost to Clearwater and
Dirty water.
hey, they're third in state right now.
The
So
water is pretty nasty.
you know they're pretty good this year.
I didn't even know that.
We played good. We held in there.
Okay. Who else?
Oh,
Please give me one more. Actually, give me someone that you beat.
we just beat El Dorado.
I don't like El Dorado.
We beat them 25-8 and 25-6.
Good. I don't like them. Okay. Don't like them at all.
So,
Basketball
how
team's
did you
cocky.
get into volleyball?
Yeah.
So actually, I got into volleyball because one random day in 7th grade, I said, well, this looks fun, and I only play soccer, so I might as well try it for the team. And I was really bad, and then somehow I made it, and then I just ended up, getting the hang of it, and then from freshman year, getting moved up to varsity for sub-state, it just kind of went good from there.
Dang. See, I tried cross country and never doing that again.
I would
That
never
was
do
terrible.
cross country. I couldn't do that.
Okay. But volleyball is so much fun. If we had a men's league here, I would definitely play it.
Oh my gosh, we'd win state.
Okay, Paige, what do you enjoy most about playing volleyball?
I enjoy, honestly, the team chemistry. I love all of those girls, and, playing music before games, and just, the team bonding, team dinners. That's my favorite aspect of it.
It's pretty nice.
Awesome. So after you guys win, you go to the locker room and
You just jam out and stuff.
that's what we do after football.
Oh,
games.
And, before games, we'll get JP speaker. Go
Yeah. JP, I forgot about that. All right. Can you share any memorable moments or achievements from your volleyball career?
I think my most memorable moment is honestly my sophomore year when we played McPherson. They had a D1 hitter at the time who now plays at KU.
Oh.
And we
dang.
took them to 3 sets, and that was the biggest game of the year, beating them in a set.
Yeah.
And I also got to hit up 2 of her hits at me. I did 2 of them, and it was everyone
So
went
did
crazy.
you guys end up winning?
No,
or-
we ended up losing, but it was super exciting
That's a
because
cool
they were
moment.
the best in the state at the
Yeah.
time.
I get
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Up next, we're going to ask Paige on how she balances her academic with volleyball. But first, a word from our sponsors. You say next question, CJ.
And we are back. So Paige, back on that note, how do you balance academics on top of sports?
Well, especially with Coach Monk, academics always come first. And so on the team, if you have a C or below, you do have to do study hall after practice to make sure we keep our grades up. But especially senior year, it's pretty easy to stay on top of things. And, honestly, I've always been, really good at doing homework. I've
I
never really
haven't.
struggled with school. I don't know.
Not me, dude. I was had a late assignment last night. Don't lie. But no, I think about that too. I only have 2 classes I really have to worry about because I got this.
Will she make you,
easy
run it all?
classes.
Will she make you run it all?
Yeah.
If I'm failing,
Well, because our football coach, if we have bad grades, I might just run gassers.
So
On top of the gassers everyone already has to run.
well, I would not want to find out, but I've never had that grade, so.
All right. Paige, what role does your teamwork play in volleyball, and how do you contribute to your team success?
Well, I've always been in the back row, so I think getting excited for, especially our younger girls as a senior, Amy McNall just got moved up to play with us on Tuesday. And especially just making sure that she knows that, she did good and that she's, contributing to our team is important, especially because it's just hard to be the freshman on varsity.
Okay, I get that. Yeah, you always want to make those freshmen feel comfortable whenever they come into sports, so they don't hate it whenever they grow up either. So yeah, I feel that.
Never knew what it was like to be a freshman varsity. All right. So can you share any tips or advice for aspiring volleyball players?
I mean, I'd say just your attitude and your hustle goes a long way. Like a lot
Yeah.
of our plays like are just because we have hustle and that we go for everything. And your attitude, like any coach can teach you to be better at your sport, but they can't teach you how to be coachable. Like just be
Yeah.
coachable, listen.
You can't teach a mentality.
Yeah.
That's like Welch. Welch, like during practices, we have to like do charges, like get ready for a charge and stuff, and like you have a teammate like bust in your chest, because he does not care if you're hurt or not. You gotta get everything out there, right? Paige, how do you mentally prepare yourself before a big game?
Honestly, I feel like how I mentally prepare myself, I do it weirdly. Like, I tell myself that, like, who cares? It's just a game. Like,
Yeah.
no one's even going to be here. Like, who cares if you mess up? And then I usually just listen to music and just, like, relax. Because I play volleyball better with a clear mindset. If I get myself, like, overhyped or overworked, I get nervous, so.
So back to that McPherson game, how did you prepare for that game, knowing they were
I
one
mean,
of the best teams in
honestly,
the
I
state?
came into that thinking that I was, like, that I might, like, get the crap beat out of me. Like, McPherson was going to kick our butts. And so, like, I was like, well, anything I do is going to be great because they're amazing.
Yeah.
And then I just happened to get a couple digs. Mandy went crazy, like, picked me up. It was so much fun.
Gosh, I could not do that. I get so nervous before any game. It's okay though. We asked Jace Evans this. What's your favorite artist to listen to? His was Rod Wave.
I mean, I hate to say it, I'm a country girl. I love Zach
Oh,
Bryan.
yeehaw.
I love Coetzel.
Heck yeah.
So,
So like before a game too?
Yeah. No, I be listening to hype music. Wait.
I mean, like, sometimes on the car rides, like, to get to school, but, like, in the locker room,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Like
definitely,
throughout
like, hype
school,
music.
Yeah.
locker
Okay, so
room,
Chief Keef.
hype music.
Mm-hmm.
Chief Keef.
Yep. All right. Up next, we're gonna ask Paige what challenges she has faced as a volleyball player. But first, a word from our sponsors.
If your family is in need of a doctor, check out the Rose Hill Family Med Center in downtown Rose Hill. They have clinical services, vaccination, and urgent care. If you need to contact them, you can reach them at their main office at 316-788-9663.
And we're back. So Paige, what are some challenges you've faced as a volleyball player and how did you overcome them?
Well, I think definitely my biggest challenge was my junior season. I started off the season coming in a little rough. I wasn't, like, on my game, and unfortunately, like, right before season started, I wasn't getting as much playing time as I was used to, and so it was definitely kind of a challenge to, like, take a step back and not get frustrated and to prove myself again to the court.
That was a big thing, especially like, during my season 2. I had Hunter Roy and like Scotty always like competing against me because they wanted my spot, and I like that though because like it pushes us to just get better. But I feel that. Paige, how has playing volleyball impacted your personal growth and development?
I think definitely playing volleyball, because I've always been a soccer player. That's all I've ever done. And so I think it gave me a new aspect to a sport to use other muscles. And, like, it's definitely a completely different mindset when I'm playing volleyball and soccer. So it was interesting to, like, see that aspect. Because soccer is just a completely different mentality. Like, I don't get nervous at all. And, like, it was weird to, like, actually have to learn how to mentally prepare myself for a game going into volleyball.
Is it just because you've been playing soccer your whole life, so it's just kind of like a...
I think so. It's like second nature. I've been
Yeah.
playing since I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
Like, and also with soccer, not every mistake's a point. Like, you have an opportunity to, like, prove yourself again. But in volleyball, it's extremely mental because every time you make a mistake, they get a point.
Yeah.
I never thought about it like that. Dang,
Okay.
that's crazy.
So, last thing we got here. Can you share any funny or interesting stories from your experiences as a volleyball player?
Oh, gosh. I have to think of one that's appropriate. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I think my freshman year at Sub-State, we always do a scavenger hunt the week before. And I got put in Aspen gets his car, Gus.
Yeah.
And we whipped
Is that the car's
thing.
name?
Yes.
Gus?
And we whipped
Okay.
that thing all over town. And then we came back, and the last challenge was to break pumpkins open with bats to try to find a key. Oh, I was terrified. Like,
What?
she went to town on them pumpkins.
I would never ever thought that would happen. Okay. That's going to wrap it up for here. Thank you for watching and listening to the Rocket Sports Podcast on the Rocket Productions Network. Remember to subscribe to Rocket Productions Network on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, or any place where you listen to podcasts. If you're not already a subscriber to Rocket Productions on YouTube, please subscribe. Until next time, for Connor Jackson, I'm Trent Chickadons, and thank you, Paige, for coming on. See ya.